This is going to be a big one. There are many things in the world that mean a lot to people. Some people are fiscal, monetary people. They're all about the money. There are some people that are about physical things. They're all about the stuff that they have, cars, TVs. And then there are very emotional people. That's what they pride themselves in. Matter of fact, pride is one of those emotions. And there is this thing that seems to cripple anyone at any time, no matter if they want to admit it or not. It's sex. Now, I'm no doctor by any means. I am no therapist. I am no anybody. So I don't offer any prescribed advice. I'm just here to be real, and I'm here to tell plenty of stories, not just mine, but others that will be a part of this. Sex plagues everybody. It's great. Well, when it's good, it's great. When it's bad, it's still good. So why do I say that it plagues everybody? It creates this illusion, especially now in 2021, that sex is the only way you can show yourself to someone. It's the only way you can show you fully care for someone, or it is just a booty call, one night stand, things of that nature. It plagues us because it has no real direction anymore. People don't even have sex to exchange in that romantic relationship and things of that nature. Now, there are people that do. I'm saying the vast majority. I remember back in school, everyone was starting to have sex. I was not. I was too focused on work and school and things of that nature. I didn't lose my virginity until after high school, middle of college. And I lost my virginity to the person I thought I was going to marry. And since then, I went on a roller coaster about sex because I had a choice. I could have either, after that relationship, went on a fling and just racked up my body count, or I could have stayed true to myself and understood that the next go around, the next time I have the chance, I'm going to give my all to that person. I have slowly morphed into this person that I don't need to give my all to someone to feel complete. A lot of people use sex in a way to complete themselves, and I'm just not that person. Now there are people out there that just use sex for their own pleasure, not even for the pleasure of the one that is also involved. I'm also not that person. There are also people that use sex to manipulate people. And as you see, as I'm coming up and speaking on all these things, this is why I say sex has plagued us. I've been manipulated a few times because of sex. It's not great. It's actually taken me away from who I am eternally. And what's so hard about sex is that, guys, we don't want to talk about the complications that can happen to us from sex. And I'm not talking about the obvious ones, like sexually transmitted diseases and things of that nature, because that can happen all the way around. But there's this very interesting thing called erectile dysfunction. And you want to talk about something that can plague a man's internal thought every day. It's that one. When the one thing that most men perceive that makes them a man At least physically, biologically, yes, this is what it is. When all of a sudden it's not working the way that it used to, it haunts you every single moment. And you try to think of, what is it that I ate? What is it that I did? Am I drinking too much? Am I stressing too much? Am I smoking too much? What is it that now all of a sudden I can't use the tool that I've been born with? Erectile dysfunction is hard. No one wants to talk about it but doctors. And who wants to be, who has the mentality, the thought of the second something goes wrong, let's call a doctor, especially when it comes to that. Literally, you can be too stressed out and then all of a sudden it's not working. You can go out and drink way too much on the regular, then it's not working. But no one wants to talk about that. No one wants to talk about how to deal with that. Especially if you have been one to be very sexually active, especially if that has been part of your lifestyle, or if you are married, or if you have children and you're stressed about work or bills, or you have a wife that works day in and day out. And then all of a sudden it comes to the point where you finally get a chance. You get that chance to please her. You get that chance to have sex. And something's just not working. No one talks about that. It's hard to deal with. And women, I want to speak to you directly. When that happens to your man, your significant other, whoever it may be, it is not about you. It is not a shortcoming on your end. It's not, what am I not doing? Sometimes it's just asking, are you okay? And I'm not talking about in a condescending way. I'm not talking about in the, I've been getting this good for a minute, now all of a sudden it's gone. Who else are you talking to? No. Sometimes it's just asking, are you okay? It's important because we don't get asked things like that. Because as I've said in my trailer and something I'm sure will continue to go on, we don't get the chance to sit down and understand how we feel, because we get told, suck it up and be a man. We get told, you're supposed to shoulder the foundation of everything around you, which includes being a very crucial part of the creation of life. Now, women, you have all of my respect, because you have to carry that said creation. But men, if you find yourself in a situation to where it just ain't working, you find yourself in a situation where your significant other is starting to notice it just ain't working, get the fucking help that you need to get. Don't prolong it. Don't be all macho about it. Don't be worried about your ego when it comes to talking about the right things. That's what this whole series is about. Leave your ego at the door and get the help that is needed. Because there's going to come a day where if you leave your ego on your chest and you walk around thinking that everything is okay when it's not, things will crumble around you. Then you're going to have to deal with a lot more than just a thing that ain't working. It's very common, and it can hit any of us at any time. Hell, after 30, your testosterone starts to drop. It can literally happen to any of us. Be real with yourself. That's what this whole thing is about. Sex is give and take. Sex is supposed to be love. Sex is the creation of life and should be taken with the utmost respect. But just know, be careful, be honest, and be real.